Welcome to Dave's Cooking Show, and for you today, we have the Rawhide Jack Burger. First thing we got to do is make a rawhide barbecue sauce. All right, to this pot, I added 1 cup of ketchup, 2 teaspoons of water, a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of freshly ground black pepper, a half a teaspoon of salt, and a teaspoon to a teaspoon and a half of hot sauce. I use Cholula hot sauce. It's the one with the Mexican chick on the bottle. And then basically we're just going to kind of bring this to a simmer, not quite a boil, for about 15-20 minutes or so. Just cook it over a nice low, medium, low heat. All right, let's get on to the burgers. All right, now let's get the burger ready. This recipe can be easily doubled. You want 1 pound of ground beef, and to that you want to add 1 egg. And then you want to add a teaspoon of garlic or 1 garlic clove, 2 tablespoons of breadcrumbs, a half a tablespoon of dried parsley, or a tablespoon of fresh, depending on what you like, and a tablespoon of diced white onion, and of course a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. If you want a measurement, I don't know, about a teaspoon of each. And then the only thing left to do is get your hands in there and mix all this together. And I'm going to show you a little trick here to make your patties perfectly flat so they won't become hockey pucks on the grill. You can see here I'm using 2 plates, and I press the ball down, and it usually comes out looking like a pretty good little patty. It does, some work on the edges to kind of make it even. And I always use a scale for my burgers, so each one of them I know exactly how much they weigh. Just if they're all the same weight, they're all relatively the same size, they're obviously going to cook all the same. That's common sense. And basically, you just want to take these burgers after you've patted them out, pop them in the fridge for at least 20 minutes before you grill. Let them get a little bit cold again. That's just so they don't fall apart on the grill. If your burgers are the thing where you throw the goddamn rule book out the window almost. I mean, you don't want them frozen, you don't want them ice cold, but coldish, about 20 minutes in the fridge before you grill. All right, as you can see here, burgers are on the grill, and they're ready to go. And I basically seasoned them with my, like I said, that burger seasoning I pick up from my local grocery store. You want to season them rather generously because, again, you're going to lose a ton of the seasoning when you go to flip these. So you really can't over-season the meat. All right, and they take about 3 to 5 minutes aside. So let's zip ahead into the future through the magic of cooking show editing and show you when these burgers are done. Okie dokie. Now, you want to add the cheese. 2 slices of American cheese to each one of these here patties. And then you basically want to close the lid and give them a bit of time to melt up. Easy. All right, cheese is melted, burgers are done. Let's bring them on in the house. So while the burgers are either resting or on the grill, get your deep fryer or your air fryer out because we're going to need some onion rings for this. Okay, now we got our bun that's been nicely toasted. We have our lettuce or shreddis. Patty on top of that, a 1/3 pound patty. Gonna want some of those onion rings on there. And then you want to give a good dousing of the Rawhide barbecue sauce. And then you want to put the top bun on top. And that's it. The Rawhide Jack Burger. Done.